I don't go into the big old expensive, like really complicated tech tools because I myself am not a techie person. And most of the mompreneurs that I work with also don't want to spend a whole lot of time trying to figure it all out. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Lauren Kidd. I am a business strategist for the busy mompreneur. I teach moms how to start, run, and scale their online businesses so they can be present in their kids' lives. If you're new to this channel, thanks so much for being here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell. Ding! New content comes out every Monday at 9. If you're a returning subscriber, I'm so excited to have you back. Don't forget to save this video for your success here in the very near future. Today, we're going to talk about one of my favorite things to talk about and also one of my most hated things to talk about, the top tech tools to make your business a success. So this is something that we don't often think about in our businesses, but they're those necessary evils. This is also something that I absolutely hate because I am not a techie person. So I'm going to be very upfront with you. All of my stuff is very low cost because I am a cheap person. I just am. I don't like paying a lot of money for pretty much anything. So when I started my business, most of my things were entirely free. And as I work with mompreneurs, I try to keep all of the tech tools either free or very low cost every month. So that is still to this day, even though that my business expenses have astronomically increased, because as your business grows, so do your business expenses. It is just the nature of the beast. But I still teach you how to have very inexpensive tech tools so that if you're just starting out, or if you're just starting to scale and you're trying to keep those expenses low, you are not burdened down trying to spend more than what you're making, because that is not an efficient way to run a business. So I also teach with very simple tech. I don't go into the big old expensive, like really complicated tech tools because I myself am not a techie person. And most of the mompreneurs that I work with also don't want to spend a whole lot of time trying to figure it all out. So let's cover my favorite and least expensive tech tools for running your mompreneur business. And I will give you prices and we'll total it at the end, okay? Number 1, Siteground. You have to have a website. You just have to have a website. You just have to have a website. I cannot say that enough. You have to have a website. And Siteground is a very inexpensive way to make that happen. They are a hosting site, and you can host your WordPress site or other sites on them as well. WordPress is who I've used pretty much since day one. I had a really crappy website at first, and then I quickly transitioned to WordPress, and it was such a lifesaver, so much more simple. I built my first website. I built my second website. I have somebody who now helps me with my website because I am not a website person, but I can confidently say that as a non-techie person, I did build a very successful and optimizable website. And I know that you can too, but I did it at such a low cost. It's insane. With Siteground, you can do it either at an upfront fee of $43 for the entire year. Yeah, you heard me right. $43 for the entire year, such a savings. Or if you don't want to pay it full upfront, if maybe $43 is something that you can't do right now, totally understandable. We've all been there. I started my business with a negative amount in my account. Let's not talk about that. So there's also the monthly payment option, and it's $3.95 a month. Super simple, super inexpensive, something that I know for a fact that every mompreneur can do. Even if you are just starting out, $3.95 is going to be nothing. I promise you're not even going to miss it. It's less than a Starbucks drink. It's less than a Starbucks drink. And if you have a Starbucks habit, skip today's coffee and go get yourself a SiteGround website. They're also phenomenal. Their tech team is phenomenal. As a non-techie person, when I first built my website, I was on chat with them all the time, and they do have a live chat option. Even today, they still have a live chat option, and they're not only friendly, they're supportive, and sometimes they'll just go and do it for you. If you're just like, I really have no idea what I'm doing, can you please help me? They absolutely will. They have been one of my absolute favorite tech support team out of everything. I'm gonna share a couple other places that I love because of their tech support team. Because again, I'm not a techie person, but again, tech is the beast of the burden that we have to do when running a business. So number 1 tech tool, Siteground. Go get yourself a Siteground site. Migrate away from those Wix and Weebly sites and get yourself onto a good platform. Number 2, Convertkit. I absolutely could not run my business without Convertkit. beyond a shadow of a doubt, Convertkit is like my number one go-to. It is my email provider. For a long time, it was my platform to sell my services on. I've since moved on to a different platform, which I actually won't share today, but if you want to know what it is, feel free to send me a message. My DM link is below. But I absolutely love ConvertKit. My conversion rates are high. It is a super simple platform in order to make landing pages and web pages that you can now sell straight from them and integrate it all with your email list, everything. It is phenomenal. They have a free option. The downside to the free option is that if you are over a certain amount, you cannot operate their email sequences. And to me, that is a crucial point to running a business, because you don't want to have to send an email every single time. Like they get the initial email. Absolutely. That goes off without a hinge, but setting up emails that flow after them can be, once you get going, a very crucial part of your business. So for that option, it is $29 a month. Again, super inexpensive. I think they actually now have a cheaper option than $29 a month, but you can go take a peek at that. I will list their link below as well. It is an affiliate link. It is going to get you a discount. Yes, I am going to leave a little portion. No, you're not going to get charged for it, but it is going to give you a discount on top of what their normal monthly thing is. So take a peek at that. I absolutely love them. So free or $29 a month. Again, not something that is going to make or break the bank, but I do understand that if you're just starting out and you do not have the finances, the free option can be something that can be very enticing. But it's 100% something that you are absolutely going to need. I've used all the other email marketing platforms. I've used GetResponse. I've used MailChimp. Or MailChimp's not even called MailChimp anymore. It's called something else, I think. I've used Kajabi. I've used a lot. And ConvertKit is by far my absolute favorite. Their tech support team is also phenomenal. They do not have as quick as of a response time. It is usually a few hours to respond, but they do have a phenomenal support team. Whatever question you may have, they're there for you to answer it. Number 3, Teachable. For those of you who are wanting to do courses or wanting to do mini trainings, I highly suggest you do it. It is a phenomenal way to grow your income. Teachable is a great platform. It's also very inexpensive or free. They have a free option. They also have a $39 a month option. Depends on what your needs are, depends on what your audience level is, depends on how much your gigs or whatever's are going to cost, right? So it really just depends on what you're going to need it for, but you can upload your courses, you can sell right inside of Teachable, you can do all the things, right? So that is one of my other platforms that I absolutely love. I have used other platforms. I really love CourseCraft. I will list that below. But for what I use now, I do need a bit more. So I have migrated away from CourseCraft, but it is also a phenomenal platform to use. So I will list that below as well. Number 4 is absolutely free. Absolutely free is PayPal. You need a place for people to pay you. It is free. It's easy, minus the payment fees, which just happen with everything. You are not going to get away from that. I know that so many moms try to cheap out and get away from the payment fees. No matter what you're going to do, if you want a simplified life, you're going to have a payment fee. But hey, they are tax deductible, okay? Go talk with your accountant. I am not a tax accountant, but they can be tax deductible. So stop pettying over the 3% fees or 2% fees or 0.5% fees or whatever the fees are, okay? If you want to run a successful business, there are going to be some fees associated with them. And that does stink that they take a portion of your income, especially when the prices of your stuff is more expensive. I hate it when they take the fees out of my coaching package prices, but it is the beast of the burden. Again, it is free to use to create. You can create as many links as you want. At this point, I think I have like 60 or 70 links. Please don't judge me. Don't judge me. I offer payment options for pretty much everything that I do because I work with all level of mom, and I don't ever want you to feel obligated to pay everything up front or in a huge chunk of change or whatever. So I break it down. And it's an option, but it is entirely free. And number 5 is Stripe, also entirely free. You do have to sign up in a different way than you do PayPal. It is a little bit more intensive to sign up for, but entirely free. Yes, there's still Stripe fees, but it is allowing you to do payments, take payments in another form. So 5 of my top favorite tech tools: number 1, Siteground; number 2, ConvertKit; number 3, Teachable. I will also link CourseCraft below, PayPal, and Stripe. So all in all, if you pay for only one thing, let's say you only pay for Siteground because everything else has a free option. Let's say you go ahead and pay for the year. It's $43 and you're one and done, right? Those are your entire business expenses for the entire year. Let's say you pay monthly and you pay for the Siteground monthly. Let's say you actually pay for all of the expenses, the $29 for Convertkit and the $39 for Teachable, and you pay the $3.95. It's $71.95 a month. I know that is an expense, but there are free options, but you are going to have to pay as you grow. So keep that in mind. You can either pay very, very little. Maybe you don't even pay for SiteGround for the year. Maybe you pay for all the free, or maybe you sign up for all the free versions and then you pay monthly for SiteGround. You only have $3.95 a month. That's it. That's absolutely it. So inexpensive to start and run a business. You can do it. It can be simple. It can be very inexpensive. I promise everything that I listed is something that you can do that is going to not cause massive headaches. I promise, as a non-techie person, the last thing I want to do is have massive tech struggles. So tech simple, super inexpensive, super, super phenomenal tech support. Go out and get you some of these and get your business off the ground. These are my top favorite tech tools for running your business. That's what I've got for you. I will see you guys right back here next Monday at 9. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, and I will see you guys next week.